Hey there, Virgo. This is your tarot card reading for the week of February 27th. Let's get into it. In your environment, you have the Justice card. You'll be inspired by the Seven of Pentacles. The High Priestess is what you'll do with that inspiration. Ten of Cups is the impact to your future. And Six of Swords is its impact to others around you. And the bottom of the deck, which is the influencing energy or a lesson to be learned, you have the Three of Cups. That basically indicates that this has to do with your friends, social circle, co-workers possibly. With your environment with the Justice card here, it could indicate that there is a sense of balance after some type of kind of maybe dispute that was going on. So I'll go ahead and clarify that. We have the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. So with the Knight of Swords, it's basically pursuing truth, getting, trying to do the right thing, jumping into action, possibly not being grounded beforehand. With the High Priestess, it is more about being centered, being in touch with everything. I'm kind of sensing that this had to do with possibly gossip. I'm going to clarify the High Priestess. You have the Wheel here. So perhaps this is something that is a cycle that continues with your social group of perhaps things being said that may have truth to it, but maybe have been not fully perceived, and kind of things reaching a point where someone needs to step in and kind of resolve that. Then you have the Seven of Swords, which kind of indicates liar, stealer, cheater type of a sense. So right now it seems that whatever role you played in it, justice kind of played out. So whether you were in the right or in the wrong, whatever needed to occur occurred. In terms of your inspiration, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which kind of indicates maybe investing in something and not getting the result that you were hoping for. I'm going to clarify this. You have the Strength card and you have the Six of Pentacles. So with the Strength card, it is a sense of embracing the lights and the darks of you. Basically the things that we might push away, hide from ourselves and hide from others. Really, we need to have the courage to accept who we are and embrace all aspects of ourselves, recognize that there's certain characteristics that come out when we need them, and sometimes things that helped us in the past might not help us in the present. And with the Six of Pentacles, it kind of indicates a balancing the wants and needs. So I'm going to further clarify here. You have the Eight of Cups. So it could be that you are kind of inspired by a sense of wondering of how much you should really reveal to your social circle about who you are. Perhaps you're recognizing that they come in to play when you need something, or you want something, but you're considering moving away because it's no longer serving your best interest. What you'll do with this inspiration, you have the High Priestess, which kind of indicates a sense of inner knowing, basically recognizing that there are a lot of different truths, and kind of just sitting with your own truth. I'm going to clarify that. This one wants to come out. You have the Six of Swords, and you have the Magician. With the Six of Swords, it's a sense of moving on and healing. It is a transition. It's kind of being between two shores, which is interesting with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is kind of sitting between two pillars that kind of represent extremes. It's supposed to represent severity and mercy, but I think it's extremes of any type, and that everything is between those two extremes. And basically with the Six of Swords being between two shores, it seems that you're inspired to move on. And with the Magician, it seems that you are inspired to kind of figure out yourself and see what you're made of. I'm going to further clarify this. And you have the Death Rebirth card. So with the Magician and the Death card here, it's kind of seeming that you need to release what is no longer serving your best interest, kind of like the Eight of Cups over here, in order to recognize the extent of your own confidence, your ability to communicate truthfully with yourself and with your environment, recognizing the talents and skills that you have, the resources available to you. I'm going to further clarify this. You know, the Four of Wands. So with the Four of Wands here, it kind of indicates that what you're going to do with this inspiration is really kind of figure out where you need to be, who you need to be, what you need to release, so that you can have the type of social circle, the people that you surround yourself with that are going to uplift you. And this inspiration will lead you to this Ten of Cups, which is basically joy, happiness with yourself, your community. I'm going to clarify this. You have the Emperor and you have the Nine of Cups. So it basically indicates that you will have more confidence. You'll be able to be aware of where you need to have boundaries and have more control over your own happiness. I'm going to further clarify here. You have the King of Swords. So it seems that you are kind of getting away from this cycle where there's upset and not necessarily upset, but discord, and feeling that people aren't being upfront with you, and recognize that you really need to be comfortable with who you are and your own principles, and not compromise your own beliefs, so that you can be in a place where you recognize your abilities and you will kind of be in touch with your feelings, be able to set boundaries and make certain decisions based on the long term. How others might be impacted, you have the Six of Swords. So this could indicate they might be impacted by you kind of moving on, or they will move on themselves, which is kind of tends to be the case. It also could be with the wheel, the cycle is kind of going through. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which kind of indicates with the Six of Swords, moving on and finding people to help you highlight your skills, help you to be better at what you do, and being able to manage your talents in a way where you are confident and content with yourself and your environment. And then at the bottom of the clarifying deck, you have the Four of Swords, which indicates a sense of withdrawal and clearing your head, getting your energy back, and kind of moving forward. So Virgo, it kind of seems that for the week of February 27th, you'll be doing a lot of soul searching when it comes to who you want to surround yourself with. And I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card here to see how you can draw in more inspiration. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So here it kind of indicates there might be some difficulties. You might need to stand your ground a bit, but that you will be prosperous in the end. So I'm hoping that this provides some helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time. Take care.